YouTube, it's time we talk about my Viberg service boots. YouTube, Happy New Year, welcome back to the channel. As I said in the intro, in this video I just kind of want to go over the Viberg service boots, which I've had for about 8 months now. I think I said 6 months in the beginning, but I've really had them for 8 months. I wanted to give my thoughts, my opinions, my insight into them, because I know there's probably a lot of you guys out there that are considering or looking to buy a pair of Viberg boots, not even service boots, but just Viberg boots in general. They are an expensive purchase, so you know, this kind of stuff would help me out if I was looking to purchase. So just my thoughts, just my opinions. I'm no boot expert, so you guys probably know a lot more than me about different kinds of leathers and production methods. But yeah, these are the service boots. They came in the 1035 last. They are the commando sole in the tobacco color and the roughout leather. And I've had them since May last year. So I bought them just going into summer, and I don't really wear boots in summer, so even though I've had them for 8 months, I haven't really worn them for a full 8 months. So let's get straight into it. And yeah, so if you are looking to buy Viberg service boots and you stumbled across this video, I did do another video when I first got these, an unboxing video. I'll put description below and I'll put it up here somewhere. Go and have a look at that first and then come back to this video. It might give you more of an insight into what the whole Viberg boot experience is and what you get in the box and so on and so forth. So let's talk about how I've been using these. As I said, I bought them in May last year, so that was kind of going into summer. And as they are a hefty boot, you need to wear boot socks. And for me, I don't really like wearing thick socks and boots during the warmer summer months. So I really did kind of buy them at the wrong time to sort of start breaking them in. I did though give them a try because the guys said to me that they don't really need breaking in at all compared to things like Red Wings. So on the whole, I pretty much found that to be true. Straight out of the box, they are comfortable and they didn't really give me blisters, you know, straight away. I did find after prolonged wear, they gave me kind of rubbing, no blisters whatsoever, but I did get some, you know, aggravated kind of skin at the back of my heel. That has dissipated now, you know, because I'm wearing them more in winter and the heels have kind of stretched out a bit. But no blisters at all from these, which is really, really a good thing. Now these cooler months, I do get to wear it a few more times. I wear it about 2 to 3 times a week. If you've seen my other videos, you know where I live in the country is country, and in winter like this, it just literally turns to mud. So even these kind of things are really impractical with the commando soles, just impractical where I live at the moment. So I'm only wearing these, you know, when I'm going to the shops or commuting or driving or whatever, but I'm not wearing them every single day, which I'd like to wear them every single day. As you know, the roughout gets really furry and fuzzy as it gets worn in, and I'm starting to get that on the heels. It hasn't really gone and translated all the way through to this toe cap yet. That's still, you know, very, you know, oily and flat, so it's still got a long way to go there. I do tie my laces sometimes, not like this, but around the back. So we're starting to get a little bit of a drop down as well on the leather there. So you can tell it's starting to soften up. The other thing is the smell from this leather is just, I love it. You can't get enough of it, you know. So on the whole, getting more wear now and super comfortable. I did wear them the other week into London for a really extended day, probably the longest day I've ever worn them. So from, you know, 7 in the morning till 7 at night. And by the end of the day, I was not very comfortable, to be honest. It was starting to really rub and probably would have translated to blisters if I kept wearing them. So that was an eye-opener, really. I didn't know really why that happened, but on the whole, they are still very comfortable on a normal length of wear, like a normal day. In terms of, I know you're probably thinking, oh, you probably got the wrong socks. I do wear these with proper boot socks. So I have 3 pairs of the Studio Dartisan boot sock, which I find are a lot better than the Chup socks that everyone goes on about. But I also have pairs of Chup socks as well. So I have been wearing both kinds of socks, and it doesn't really make a difference in terms of that. The other thing is everyone's feet are different. I have one foot that is larger than the other. Most people do have different sized feet. So the rubbing, the blister I was getting was on that foot that was slightly bigger, and there's really nothing you can do about that. And I imagine as I wear the boot, more, it'll stretch more and conform more to my feet. So that's the initial setting that up. That's the initial amount of times a week I wear it and how it's going for me at the moment. Now let's talk construction. These are really well built boots, and you can see why they're expensive. They put a lot of effort into them. They're really they're stitched down construction. They're solid. The commando sole on this particular example is just robust and a chunk. Like, it is solid boot. So you can see that they are going to last you a long time. The stitching is impeccable. They've just put a lot of effort into this, so I can see where the value is there. While we're on the commando sole, just a couple of things that really I don't like about it. I know it is a kind of rugged type, outdoorsy kind of sole, but for me it's really stiff, really stiff. The tread pattern, although amazing for grip, it just picks up everything. Honestly, it picks up everything. So for me, if you go out anywhere where there's loose stones, twigs, branches, anything, you'll pick up those and come home with them. So I'll often find I'm coming back and with another stick trying to pick everything out, and you can see in this example there's some stones in that one, if you can see there, I don't know. That's light. If you go out into, so I won't go now into the park because it's just muddy, but before, when it was like autumn and you saw me out there doing my other videos, I would come back with just caked in it, so you literally have to spend time with a brush or something like that. So that's a downside I'm finding with that. The other thing is they're heavy. Right, and I'll give some credit to someone that posted a comment on one of my videos that I did on the Red Wing mock toes, where I actually said they were heavy and cumbersome. These are actually heavier than the Red Wings. So I have weighed them. I have put them both on sets of scales, and these actually come in heavier than the Red Wing 875 mock toes. So I actually put the Red Wings on the other day, and I was surprised how light they are. So these are heavy, and I put that down to the commando sole. If these came in a mini ripple sole, I would probably have gone those over these, if I'm honest with you. So that is something to take into consideration. Do you really need the commando sole? Have a think. So overall, it's a fantastically constructed boot. You can't go wrong with these if you were looking for a pair of sturdy, solid boots that are, just going to last you a lifetime if you look after them. Commando sole, all right, yes, I guess I don't really love it. If I ever get to a point where it wears down, I can potentially get it replaced with something else, but I understand these will stay around a while. I guess the last thing I'm going to say on this is I am going to do continued reviews of this. Probably need you guys to prompt me, so if you ever want me to update you, just drop some comments in my videos. I will try and do another video on this in about another 6 to 8 months, maybe towards the end of the year, and then see how they've kind of compared over the time. So right, I hope you enjoyed that. That was an update on the Viberg service boot 1035 last, tobacco, commando sole, chamois, roughout. It's a mouthful, but I hope I did it justice. I hope you got out of that what you wanted. A lot of people were asking me for that video, but as I said before, let me know when you want me to update you again, and I'll try and really put in some wear on these things. And that is it really, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.